Hey lovelies, Dr. Ashley Greer here. I want to talk to you today about who you need to be to move through your up level and how the discomfort that you experience as you confront your up level is a sign that maybe things need to change. Now, I truly believe that we all inside of us have a true and deep connection to who we truly are. That it's not as though we need to become something else, we just need to reveal ourselves for our truth, for who we are in the world, for what we stand for, to get all of the limits out of the way that tell us that we're anything less or that we're smaller than we actually are, that we need to silence ourselves, and all of those things, right? As we go through, who is it? Gay Hendricks talks about the up level. He talks about hitting basically a ceiling on your happiness as you continue to move forward and move up in your life. And as you hit this ceiling, you're going to feel extremely uncomfortable. The reason you get really uncomfortable is as you hit the ceiling of the happiness you've ever experienced, the contentment you've ever experienced, the success and the money and all of that awesomeness that you've ever experienced, what happens is you're going to end up self-sabotaging and bringing yourself back down again. Now, you basically need to embrace who it is that you need to allow yourself to be to move through that upper limit, is what that's called, through the glass ceiling, the upper limit, to move through that ceiling that you keep hitting your head up against and getting really uncomfortable. Like, why do I keep hitting my head on this thing? You really need to step into the person that you truly are, into your highest self, in order to move through that, right? Gay Hendricks actually talks about this beautiful mantra that he has that helps you break through your upper limit, which is every day I expand in love, success, and abundance, and as I do, those around me expand as well. Beautiful mantra, very, very helpful. But let's get to the real rock bottom truth of this. This is perhaps going to be a difficult truth for you to embrace and for you to swallow. But as you're hitting the discomfort of hitting your head on that glass ceiling, you're also confronting the contrast of what you don't want. And often the contrast lies within yourself. That's the hard truth, is when you are going into a whole new echelon of experience, a whole new level of experience, a whole new expansion of the way that you get to feel in your life, beyond anything you've ever imagined, you need to step up your game too. It's not just about like, I have to say more mantras, or I have to say, I have to remind myself and visualize and all of this stuff. All of that stuff is beautiful. It's awesome mindset tricks, but it's not enough. What you need to do is you need to look really honestly at yourself and say, how am I not living up to my highest potential? How am I not living up to my highest self? And in what ways am I disappointed with the way that I'm showing up and in the ways that I am presenting myself in the world? Am I not embracing my power? Am I making it reasonable excuses that I'm going to continue to stay small and continue to tread water? Am I coming up with reasons that might seem just so valid, but why I can't do this now and I have to keep waiting for tomorrow and then the next day and then the next day to make it happen? Or am I censoring myself? Am I too worried about what other people think of me? Am I trapped in the confines of perfectionism? What is it that I'm doing that is in this discomfort of hitting the ceiling of everything that I've ever known and breaking through it into the next level of experience? What is it that I need to embrace and perhaps let go that needs to happen in order for me to continue moving upwards, to continue to grow, right? It's just like a seed in the ground, when a seed is experiencing this growth beneath the ground, it erupts and it basically gets destroyed. It explodes upon itself. And as it explodes upon itself, it feels like and looks like chaos. And that chaos can feel extremely frightening, because we're all the seeds, just to let you in on the metaphor. That chaos can look and seem and feel extremely frightening and extremely intimidating, and you might want to back up and just run away from the chaos. But the chaos is necessary in order for the growth to happen, right? And for the growth to happen, you have to let go of being the seed. You can no longer be a seed in order to be a tree. And so you need to make a choice. Am I going to be a tree represented by my highest self, represented by my highest potential, represented by what I know I'm here to do and what I've been brought here for? Or am I going to stay safe and tied up and wrapped up in the bud, in the seed that I'm never going to let grow and expand. What will I do? And in order to become the tree, what do I need? What do I need to commit to inside of myself? How do I need to speak more vulnerably, more authentically, more boldly, more bodaciously? How can I step into my power and really show up and show people not just my strength, but my heart? How can I truly be the me that I'm here to be? And that person, I want you to know beyond a shadow of a doubt, that person exists inside of you. She lives and breathes inside of your skin right now. It's not as though you have to become something else. You have to get the shit out of the way that's told you you have to be anything other. Because that's the truth. Is that all the conditioning, all the things we're taught, they tell us that we have to be anything other than our highest self, and it becomes that ceiling. And that discomfort you experience time and time again as you hit that ceiling is a wake-up call. It's meant to truly tell you, what is it that I need to do to become my highest self so that I can go through the up level, navigate the up level, and expand? Do I need more self-nurturance? Do I need better systems in place? Do I need support from a coach? Do I need to, some of the things are really excuses though, I'm going to tell you that, because I was going to say, do I need to lose weight? And then I'm like, no, that's an excuse. That's an excuse just not to show up. Do I need more discipline? That's one I see a lot. Do I need more discipline? Do I need to sit down and do the work? A lot of us, especially those of us who are incredibly woo and we believe in magic, think that if we just set our intentions strong enough, we won't have to show up and do the work. But in order to up-level and go into this next level of experience, we need to own the fact that it's truly on us, and we truly do need to show up and do the work. We need to show up and be visible. We need to show up and speak our truths. We need to show up and connect with people. All of that involves being confident and owning your power and feeling like you're enough and feeling like you have deep and pervasive worth. But usually there's something else, and it's almost always unique to each individual, that they know they need to do in order to truly feel that they can shatter the ceiling that's made them feel as though they have to shrink back down into their comfort zone and to move into the new zone of awareness and expansion. All right, my dears, I will see you soon. And until then, consider, how is it that I've been holding myself back? What is it that I need to embrace? What is it that I need to do actively to become my highest self? And if you're interested in support in becoming your highest self, this is what I do. I help you shine like the vibrance of the sun, just by being yourself, not by being anything different. It's not about shiny branding or any of that stuff. It's about, sitting in your off-grid house and you listening to the birds and being happy. And yeah, sometimes setting up more discipline and more structure and getting off your butt and getting things done and making sure you do X, Y, and Z and getting accountable to people and showing up and being confident and all that stuff, all the stuff that I talk about all the time. But ultimately, it's about allowing yourself the space to be here now. All right, my dears, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.